Yo, over the years, Nintendo has built up a reputation for being a family-friendly brand. But back in the early 2000s, a game was released that was marketed exclusively as a non-family friendly game. A game that had swears, despairs, affairs. If you haven't guessed it by now, I'm talking about the game made by Rare titled Conker's Bad Fur Day. I'm willing to take on the task of playing the game that Nintendo wants you to forget. This game immediately starts by shoving squirrel ass right into our face with Conker's girlfriend named Barry. Remember her for later. We also get introduced to the main character of the game, Conker, who gets drunk and throws up on this weird snake dude. And also the main villain gets established, and he drops his milk. And obviously, he eats his henchmen. So yeah, incredible start. Anyway, our good buddy Conker seems to be going through a hella hangover. We meet this scarecrow, which, by the way, this whole conversation is just straight brain rot.
Hello. Can you help me? I need to get home and go to bed because I don't feel very well at all.
Oh, no.
Oh, so you can't help me at all.
He introduces us to contact-sensitive panels, which are just convenient ways of putting shit into the game, but I digress. Anyway, we get some drugs and head across the stream. We also get a frying pan. Oh yeah, I also added a timer so you can really tell just how long some of these parts take. Foreshadowing! We also use that said frying pan to kill this troll. Oh. Shit. Let's ignore that. But we don't care about any of that because it's time to return to the Tumblr sexy man, baby. We make it out of that weird tutorial area and encounter the queen bee. Apparently the wasps took her hive from her, so we head over there and grab it. After being chased for a while with the wasps calling me shoddy, we get the hive to her and she uses it as a machine gun and guns down the wasps. Just wait, it'll get crazier. We slaughter these dung beetles, opening up the tree to the first area, where I'd say the first of this game's problems start to emerge. The lack of direction. Now granted, this was a problem for a lot of early 3D games, but you can really see it here. Conker is a linear game set in open world levels. Think like Mario Sunshine without the little cutscene at the opening of the level hinting at what you need to do. But yeah, we'll definitely see more of this later. So the first objective is to give this mouse some cheese, which I didn't know. Thankfully, some dude uploaded a long play on this entire game, which, holy Jesus, thank you. I would not be able to finish this game without you. Anyway, back to the mouse. We gave him 3 pieces of cheese before he just exploded.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! I think I had too much!
Anyway, my ass was confused again, so I fucked around and ended up dying. And then the Grim Reaper came out of fucking nowhere and started talking shit about cats. I can't make this shit up even if I tried. Anyway, I get on top of the barn finally and get some cash.
What are you doing in my barn?
Well, I never. It's a talking pitchfork.
Not from around here, are you, boy?
No, I'm from the 21st century.
I don't rightly recollect liking your type. Therefore, I conclude that I was gonna kick your butt all around this barn like there's no tomorrow. I was gonna stick my big fork right in yours.
Were your parents related, like before they were married?
That's it.
We beat up the inbred stick by making him kill all the bushes, and after beating his ass, his friends tell him to kill himself.
Yeah, it sure is. So, what are you gonna do now? Kill yourself? Because that's what I recommend.
Yeah,
Dude,
kill
oh my
yourself. And
God.
we got a rope right here. We got a rope.
There you go.
So he does! Look, man, I don't make the game, I just play it. Except the stick is stupid! He can't die because he doesn't have, like, an esophagus! On the way to helping this stupid stick, we meet a bee that is definitely high, who tells us about a flower with big things. Pause. I'm not talking about this damn flower right now. We're gonna save that for later. Jesus Christ. We cut the rope the stick was on and accidentally fell. He's now our friend, I guess, so we use him to beat up this weird hay monster. Except no, because the floor caved in. We hurt ourselves from the fall, meaning we had to use the stick almost exclusively for phase 2. In order to beat him, we need to press this huge ass button on him. But can we pause for a second? Because weirdly, in this game, the music goes so fucking hard for no reason. Like, damn, this shit rocks for an N64 game. Like, Mario 64 music is iconic, but it feels a little compressed. This Nah, the music feels more like a Wii game. Anyway, we beat up the boss, but the stick just fucking left while the whole place was flooding. Anyway, we make it to a new part of the barn just to open up a gate to get some money. I guess we have to talk about the flower. Yeah, so in order to get all the money in the area, we need to get some bees to tickle her to make her reveal her things. I don't really know why we did that, actually. All I know is that some shit happened off screen. Okay, now in order to get the money, we need to bounce on her. Yeah, you know what? Let's just grab the money and leave this place. Oh, I rubbed excess water on my ass. Oh. Back to the Tumblr sexy man. Yeah, they need a squirrel to hold up the table. Fucking Christ. Yeah, it's time for the Doug Beetle segment of the game where we're surrounded by just straight shit. We're tasked with getting some shit, and the best possible way is by using the cows. We get in this little area with a bull, and apparently there's some cows here, but first we need to leave some bait. We had to hop on the bull and persuade the cows to get over there, and yeah.
Tastes bit hot. Oh, some more. Ooh, moo.
Oh, I don't need to see that. Oh, I do not need to see it.
Screaming shit, I'm out of here.
Oh, we're censoring. We're doing some. This is for your own stomach in case you're watching this video while eating. Bet that McDonald's is really good right now. Could I have a fry? Anyway, we have to do that 2 more times after brutally murdering the first 2 cows to get enough poop. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Jesus Christ. But we did get a 2-for-1 combo on this bull and the cow on the last one. Is this just Viagra?
Yeah. Hey, I feel a lot more confident. Yeah, don't need these anymore. And if I'm a lot more confident, then I should be able to swim underwater now.
Oh.
How do I do that? Let's see.
Oh.
Press B.
Oh yeah. It gets way worse. Anyway, now we have a supply of shit balls, and we use it to cover this dude so he can hit a peg and get rid of the guards. Oh, Jesus Christ. But now, it's time to go on to the next area. We head in to meet these stupid catfish that act like rich people. They tell us that they need help with this Tom and Jerry looking ass dog, and in return we get 10% of their vault. I can see the Grim Reaper's hate now. Anyway, we head down into the basement area, and I nearly drowned thanks to the piece of shit controls. We meet this cog that is a piece of shit on one side, and I guess gay on the other? Anywho, the other side tells us that we need to get the first side's chicks back, and the only way to do that is to go through the worst constructed Roblox-looking ass obby imaginable. Seriously, this shit is hot ass. And that brings me to my next point about this game. The controls are terrible. Conker's moveset is alright at best, fucking awful at worst. I died mostly because of these terrible controls and the camera. This fucking camera was the bane of my existence. It works when it wants to. And guess when that is? Never not one point in this game did I say, this fucking camera is so much better than Super Mario 64's, which came out 5 years ago at this point. God, my bad, y'all. This camera was just so bad. I'm sorry, but I digress. We also pick up one of his chicks, and
Hey, oh, bloody hell. Come on, put it on quick. Put it on, I like it like that. Oh, fan-f***ing-tastic.
what the fuck?
Oh, hang on, I think I got it on the wrong way round.
Black bugger you have. What you doing? What? Ah,
I want you all to know that nothing about this felt good at all. Oh yeah, the gay one was really happy when they got to be put on the big cog. What the fuck did I just say? Anyway, the catfish opened up their safe for us, and damn, they fucking pour. Anyway, after killing myself, we open up the safe using the safest combination you've ever seen. And yeah, now it's time for a water puzzle. Oh! Go! Dude, I was like right there! Wait. First try, easy, no cap, for real, on God. We made it down to the boiler room where I guess there's some, yeah. Fire imps. Yeah. Guess what they're drinking? Fireball! So, in order to extinguish them, we need to piss on them. They retreat to the big guy in the center, but...
Really comfy, like an English person.
Nutters?
Hey, up to the
Like an English person. I just realized, like, they should just like an English person.
Yeah. The one with the... Yeah.
Oh!
Oh. I see what you mean.
Balls of Rasa.
So the only way to defeat this dude is by, well, hitting his nuts. This might be one of the easiest boss fights in the whole game, but man, this is painful to go through. Oh! Oh! Ah! Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ. Oh! They actually fell off. So yeah, we use the balls to make it through this door and finally get the money. But these dirt poor assholes say we only get $1. But then the Tom and Jerry fish breaks free and... Oh! Kinda deserved, not gonna lie. And yeah, we got a bag for doing this one. But hey, we're not done with shit yet. We use a ship ball to get rid of this fat ass and use another one to open the barricaded door. In the ship mountain, we're told that there's a hand, which I guess is also made out of shit, taking the dung beetles out. Then this really, really deep voice told me to bring it sweet corn, which happened to be there as well. So, wow, what a coincidence. And by the way, if you die, you have to watch the 2-minute cutscene over and over again. Unless you remember to hit an obscure button that it tells you at the beginning of the game. But even so, that's assuming there isn't a month-long gap in between recordings. So if you're chucking the last piece of sweet corn into the poop lake, I think it's better that you see my live reaction.
I am the great mighty Pooh.
What the fuck?
I'm going to throw my shit at you.
What the fuck?
A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Some scat, you little twat.
So in order to beat the great mighty Pooh, you need to throw toilet paper into his mouth when he sings.
Do you really
Is this a fucking shit musical?
survive in here? You don't seem to know which creek you're in. Sweet corn is the only thing that makes it through my rear. How do you think I keep this lovely grin? Have some more caviar.
Honestly though, the song is a bop. You need to hear more of it. Here we go again, bro. He's gonna start singing and shit.
Now I'm really getting rather mad. You're like a niggly, tickly, shitty little...
Oh, dude, you nearly got close, bro. Holy shit.
With all my bab, I'm going to take your head and ram it up my butt.
Your butt.
What?
My butt.
Your butt.
That's right, my butt.
Ugh.
My butt. My butt.
And then I died and had to hear I am the great. But yeah, that has been the highlight of the game so far. Oh yeah, do you remember the squirrel ass from the beginning of the game, Barry? Well, she's finally relevant to the plot as she gets kidnapped by some fat ass rock. Moving on, we reach what could have been possibly the hardest part of the game if they didn't put a squirrel tail here. Oh yeah, if you know what a 1-up is, then you know what a squirrel tail is. A squirrel tail to conquer is what 1-ups are to Mario. After that, we see these guys up here where one is doing his business. We also do the smoothest line you've ever heard and successfully trick the guards. We enter the monument with live dinosaurs in it, and by using our powers of being an anvil, we completely destroy this monument. So obviously because our girlfriend got captured by rock dudes, we need to convince the guard to let us in. However, for some reason we need to get respect or something? I actually don't know what we need to get in. But this rock is one of those things, so yeah. We bust down the door where Conker does this. This is a boss fight. What the fuck? Damn, you could tell that this is the best area in the game because the game is lagging like shit.
Hey, Maestro. Don't you think that's a little bit too dramatic? Can you give me something with a bit more of a beat? Yeah.
Are they speaking in the third person? So do you remember me telling you about this game's lack of direction? Well, in this area, that really shines. I had no idea what to do at all. So while I figured that out, why don't we talk more about the development of the game? So weirdly enough, this game has a shit ton of lore when it comes to its development. Originally, it was supposed to be a more family-friendly game before it switched to its more mature demographic, which makes a lot of sense when you look at the art style and the game design. But Banjo and Kazooie were also being developed at the exact same time, and released earlier and sold more by far, as it came before a lot more platformers started to come out. Conker's game was at the end of the N64's lifespan. And also, we wouldn't be able to get into the Nintendo Power magazine, which is how most people knew what was coming out at the time. And also, some select retailers just refused to stock the game. But now, when we look at those two characters, one is in Smash Bros. And the other isn't. Although, Mr. Sakurai, please add Conker to Smash 6. It would please the 4 Conker fans that are left. Hashtag Conker for Smash. If you want to learn a little bit more about this game's development hell, I'd suggest this video made by Matt McMuscles. He explains and goes into way further detail than me about this weird development process. There's a link in the description or a card on screen if you want to check it out. Anyway, back to this. I finally figured out what we're doing, and I need to hatch an egg. And out popped a dinosaur. Don't get too attached to him. So yeah, we leave the dinosaur, killing everything along the way, of course, and we move him to this sacrificing site, and we sacrifice him. I told you not to get too attached. So we can't get into this thing's mouth because of all the green sticky stuff. So we need to make him sneeze. Good luck figuring that out without a guide. We make it through the thing's mouth and yeah, get a hat. And thanks to the hat, they worship me. Yeah, we're so gonna abuse this. And what I mean by that, I mean let's destroy these stupid rocks. Using the natural power of fear and threatening people, we make it into the strip club with our girlfriend trapped. So in order to get her out, we need to throw some of these big rocks at the cage. But we need to use the spare rock in order to actually keep the doors open. But guess what we have to do next? Actually, never mind, you most likely can't. Unless you guess that we need to piss on the rock dude to get him to the top layer and get across while avoiding these rock people that are strippers and have big in order to keep the 2 doors down. Which after that you need to piss on the other 2 rocks to get the cage and we'll free Barry, who then runs away and yeah. All meant to be done without a guide, by the way. We also grab some money before the manager tells us that we need to see the boss. Alright, at this point I don't think you'll be surprised when I tell you that we messed with the mafia by accident. And of course, to assert dominance, the boss kills some dude. Not even sure why. He also would have killed a Pikachu if the scene hadn't been cut. Take a look at this. This is funny.
No, you just saw what happened. Hang on a second. Come here. Where are you, little bastard? Come here. Missed. Come here. Got away again. Sorry about that. But you know how it is. You gotta catch 'em all.
But then he told us to just bomb everyone and get out of town. So we did that exactly. Of course, things can't all be sunshine and rainbows, because we got fucking robbed. And the only way to get them back? To race them. But now, we come to one of the worst parts of this game. The racing minigame. Let's start with the good. Alright, that wraps up that. Let's go to the bad. The controls are hot ass, the punishment for hitting a wall is too severe, this fucking dinosaur, and the lack of explaining really anything all together comes to make this fucking minigame. I spent at least half an hour on this one segment alone, raging and getting so fucking angry for all the reasons stated. I don't even want to talk about it because it pisses me off so much. So let's just move on to the fight with the dinosaur. So every arc, I'm not really sure what to call them, they all have boss fights. But this one involves getting on a dinosaur and eating a bunch of these little fuckers. And after that, well...
He's not supposed to act.
Oh, he's so cute though.
What?
Got a bigger boner than you.
What?
No, that's got a bigger bone. Aye.
If you so bigger, you show him, big boy.
I will. Bigger the bone. Splat. Face to squidgy little furry. Kinda. See?
Whoa, bro.
Oh my giddy aunt. This is not good.
Bro. So in order to beat this boss, we need to run into his junk and eat his ass. I think it's time to pack up, bro. I can't do this anymore, man. But yeah, we ate his ass 2 more times before... Oh, dude!
Big boner? my ass.
Oh, ma secreto.
Bro.
Si private party.
Yo, wait, not even the censorship could see it, bro. Oh my god.
No ends another incident in my day.
After a sorrowful goodbye with our little friend, we black out. Yeah, let's just take the money and leave before we get age restricted. Oh, this stupid bee got mugged again. So yeah, we grabbed the hive from the wasps in order to get some cash. Except now we can shoot. Just take the damn hive and keep it. You see, we need more money in order to make it to the next level. So I had to scour the game for the little money that I had missed. And thankfully, it was just back at the shit house. And also thankfully for you, I can cut all the time that I was running around aimlessly. So we get on this stupid barrel that wanted too much money and just black out again. It's night now, and yeah, this game really is creepier without the music. Anyway, the Grim Reaper is outside where the catfish are, and yes, he complains about them. And once we unlock the door, he starts complaining about zombies. I mean, I get the dude's pain. But hey, we got a gun! I'm honestly surprised it took this long. And of course, gun safety should be the #1 priority. Just joking, we shoot the ever-living shit out of these zombies. And after going up this path of misery, we make it to the mansion, where we meet Morbius. And of course, he morbs us into a bat. It's Morbin time. And well, just like that stupid rat from the beginning of the video, we need to fill this vampire up. Pause. In order to do this, we need to grab the villagers and throw them into the compressor. And by fattening him up, of course, his string broke and he died. And by doing that, we unmorbed. And of course, there's zombies. But here's where shit gets annoying. Remember in my Poke Park video where I say, by the way, if you're gonna play this game, be prepared to do a lot of walking. It is boring. Well, that also applies to Conquer. Specifically this area. You have to carry 3 keys across the entire house to the door, which was just around half an hour of just walking and shooting zombies. It was boring. And to top it all off, as soon as you leave, you need to roll down this extremely narrow cliff, but finally, we got some green stuff. And yeah, we end up at the first area again for some reason. Everybody shut up. It's time for war. So the military has employed some propaganda to get people to enlist into the army to fight the Teddies. Also, yes, you're not mistaken. This is a reference to Saving Private Ryan. There's also apparently a cutscene in this game that had one of the Teddies giving a similar speech to... I think you know who. So yeah, this game's pretty insane. So we head through the bunker to get to the military grounds. And as soon as we're here, a plane goes down, which just so happens to be blocking our path. The general is talking in straight runes, so we had to translate it. So using some translation skills. So basically there's a ship that needs to get into no man's land in the battlefield, and we need to clear the way. Luckily for us, there's some dude in the bathroom carrying a bomb on his back. Unluckily for us, we need to push him through these sicko obstacle courses. So after bashing my head against a wall, we get him to the correct spot. Also, we're informed that the nodes are down and then we need to run an electric eel through them. And so we do that and we kill the electric eel by accident. But hey, the power's back on, which gives us another contact-sensitive space. But of course we're not done yet, as we need to get another one of those guys to the other side, which is filled with deadly spider robots. This one was easier, to be frank. Now that the airplane is gone, the general knocks me out and oh great, I've been drafted. The gate opens to an onslaught of bullets. We jump out into the water where we think we're safe, and then it all hits Conquer as we begin to have a panic attack. But that's the least of our concerns. We need to make it through the base, and to do that we need to go through no man's land. Yeah, I hope the insanity of the situation has set in for you, but we dodge bullets using these support beams. We make it to the dead zone, and the other soldier tells us that we need to clear out the bunker up top in order to escape. And using the Lord and Savior the B button, we get a shotgun and a cigar to do this. However, the shotguns introduce my biggest problem with this game. You're supposed to hold down the L button to aim, which takes a good second before you're even allowed to aim. You also can't move while aiming. The system is so bad because when you have guns out, Conquer can't move properly. He might slide a little bit to the left when you mean to go fucking straight. This bothers me because honestly, the whole fucking mission is like this. I'm not joking, this could have been the best part of the game because it has an insanely well told story but is so dragged down by horrible game design. Another thing is there's no lock on. You're just gonna be struggling to fucking beat these Teddies. And you can see exactly what I mean by how many times I died. Don't make me go through this entire thing. Dude! It didn't let me move! You're fucking with me! God damn it! What is this? This is not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. After Hell on Earth, we make it to the next area, the bunker. But not after listening to some bops. And of course, the next area held more Teddies, which meant more raging and wanting to break my desk into two. I'll be frank and say that the next area was so much easier. They're easier because they only have a close range attack, so I just shot them, which was a nice change of pace. In the back, we also find some dude in an electric chair, so we try to pull the right button, but we end up just frying him. So why don't we go through the other door, shall we? So one of the bears has a machine gun inside the facility. They thought of everything. Anyway, he's slow to reload, and we have a rocket gun, so yeah, there really was no chance. But now it's our turn to use the gun, and yeah, this is boring. Let's move on. So basically, they're using the soldier as target practice, so we use them as target practice. This is Rodent, a creative name I know. And he and Conquer apparently knew each other, but that's not really important. He has armor that protects him from bullets, so we can use him as a shield. The bombing is coming out now, so you have to be careful. We make it to this huge door with 4 locks. The teddies airdrop after one of the locks has been shot, so obviously I ignore them and just shoot the locks with some of the worst controls I've ever seen in a video game. And I've played Sonic Shuffle! So yeah, I opened the door and scrammed. Rodent found a class 22 tank, which I looked it up, it doesn't exist. And guess what? Just like everything in this mission, the controls are hot ass. But we need to take a quick detour through the toxic bunker to flip the switch and of course run out of there. Through the door is a lookout tower that we apparently need to destroy. I didn't know that and was stuck here for a good half an hour dying over and over again thanks to this stupid machine gun. Anyway, once I figured out how it worked, it was all smooth sailing. But not for long. If there's one thing this mission is consistent in, it's killing people and terrible controls. I guess that's 2 things, but shut the fuck up, Daniel. Anyway, we have to deal with this creepy girl and an annoying sub. We need to use the rocket gun, which we pre-established is already horrible to control, but the system for the subs is broken. There's almost no window where you can hit them and it will register. There's a sonar sound effect that plays whenever a missile is close to you. Nope. It plays whenever it wants to. And also, you can't hit a sub after it fires a missile. Because guess what? It won't respond. But the window is so small because they always fire missiles. Oh my god. God forbid anything work in this mission. So let's skip the next 30 minutes of cursing and missing because it's annoying. We go back to the baby, which guess what was evil, and is attached to this fat ass teddy. Luckily, Rodent is here with the tank. We need to shoot the bear's defensive systems, which leaves the doll open. We can shoot the doll, causing the bear to open up its weak point. And rinse and repeat, that's the entire fight. However, once it went down, more of those despicable me-ass cookie robots came out and destroyed the tank. Let us take a moment of silence. But this mission isn't done fucking me over yet, because in one last fuck you that this mission brings, the little girl hits the self-destruct switch, and we have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to escape. Now, you remember me complaining about the first bunker part of this mission? It's that, except with a shit ton of lasers now. But after finally making it through the whole thing, oh wow, they really gave us a... Are you joking with me? That was genuinely not planned. Never mind, I guess I'll do it again. This time I came prepared. Never mind, not this time. We don't have much time left and we need to make it through all of no man's land. And thankfully, using every bit of skill that we had, we made it onto the boat and got our asses out of there.
Was a terrible thing, you know.
You're right there. All these fine young men sent off to do the dying. Those bigwigs.
Damn.
Those pen pushers. Those guys who never ever see a single bullet whiz past their heads. We want to get them down here. Those so-called generals in their big fancy houses 20 miles behind enemy lines. Who are they to tell us? Who are they indeed? Look at that. What a sight.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And in one final moment, the entire place blows up, leaving the teddies down, and a victory for the squirrels. It's the end of the terrible war. However, we're not done with this game yet. Oh no, we still have one final mission, but we need to head up to Rodent, who's seen a crash into the windmill.
Thank you, sir.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you, soldier. Dismiss.
What a great guy.
oh, he don't know.
Idiot.
That's what I'm saying. We go through the broken windmill and find the mafia boss again. Guess what? Even if we want to go home, we can't. And damn, she got the drip. So the boss gives us the rundown on the lore. Apparently, since we've blown up the caveman, the business is going bankrupt. So we need to break into the Federal Reserve and steal the money. And of course, all we ask is the drip. And damn, they hooked us up. Then we head into the Federal Reserve. After the sickest cutscene in this entire game, we make it past the guards. Luckily, we have the moves of the Matrix and can use them to snipe. Oh shit. That was cool. Okay, that was actually really cool. Now I know I've talked hella shit about this game, but genuinely this segment was the most fun in the entire game. I had a smile on my face the whole time. This is also loaded with references to the Matrix. Okay, this is cool. This is funny. Oh, they're doing the 360 angle. Oh, shit. Genuinely one of my favorite parts of this game. I fucking loved it. But now we made it to the vault. And man, for a second there, I thought we'd have to grab all this money. But hey, we've done it. We're a millionaire. But like they always say, you can never get a free lunch. It's the big and grand return of the Tumblr sexy man. Which at this point hasn't been relevant for 9 fucking hours of gameplay. But then, the boss reveals himself. It was all a scheme to get us here. And because the Panther didn't need Barry, he got rid of her, leaving her straight dead on the floor. But it seems the milk that he was after was way more important than he thought, as an alien jumped out of the sexy man's body. This is it, the final fight. We open up the vault in space, and we need to destroy the alien. Thankfully, there's a suit for it. Now, with me praising the heist for being so good, you would think that the final boss would be exceptional, right? No, it sucks. I spent so much time on it, and also, you can kind of see where inspiration lies. Yeah, it's definitely original. Copy my homework and make it look a little bit different type shit. But using his tail, we spin it all 3 times out of the airlock before it tries to attack us for what would be our last time if we didn't pause. Yeah, the game breaks. It just all breaks. And thankfully, abusing our knowledge on the devs, we managed to kill the alien. But then, everyone crowns us as king in a weird cult-like fashion, saying, "Long live the king." But really, this game has a tragic conclusion. Conker, even if he was an asshole, didn't want to be king. He didn't do this all to be king. He just wanted to go home. But at the end of the day, he didn't get to it all. His girlfriend is dead. He's surrounded by the people he hates. It all works out horribly for him. Even if this game is taking itself completely unseriously, it hurts in the moments that it does. I didn't feel happy with the ending, but ultimately, what does it matter? Some stories never get a happy ending. This one could have, but God knows what the sequel is now. If there's something I want you to take away from this video, it's this. Sometimes the hardest stories to hear are ones that put up a fake facade. Ones that spin tragic events into just a bit. So, yeah, that is the story of the game Nintendo wants you to forget. But thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.